Hello, everyone. Oh, my camera must be really filthy. I wanted to hurry up and come on at 11:11 because we are going to discuss 11:11. Okay, I found it's a new clue to me, but you guys might know about it. I just figured it out. Somebody sent it to me. Her name is Dusty Rogers. She sent it to me. So hopefully you guys will learn something new from that or go, oh, Pearl, I knew that already. Okay. Anyway, yesterday was Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, and I played a video of Michael's first message, which was the This Is It promo. And I'm waiting for somebody to pop up. I hope I'm not on private. I got to be on public. Come on, guys. Come on. Somebody pop up. Come on. Okay. So here we go. So this is, I want to be on 11:11. Oh, there we go. Good, good. Okay, I started at 11:11. Okay, I hope it didn't switch to 11:12. But 11:11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hello, guys. New clues are going to be released today. And it was Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday yesterday. And it's also the anniversary, the 12th anniversary of Peter Pan PYT calling me for the first time, whose name has changed to the Glove One, Peter Medani, Bobby Anderson, but it's Michael. Oh man, I hope I don't have the hourglassing that happens a lot. Okay, I guess it's warning me because I want to show you guys Michael's promo, and you know when I flip my camera around, it does that, right? Let me see something. Can you guys hold just for a second? Hold on, I'm gonna close some of these other windows open, so hopefully I won't get the hourglassing. So I'm glad that I closed that. Diddy settles lawsuit. Oh, I guess I got to read that later. Okay. I thought he already settled one lawsuit. Is another lawsuit and another lawsuit? Well, we'll see what happens. I know he's going through it right now. Okay. It just popped up. That's why I brought it up. Did you guys know Prince's Purple Rain came out on June 25th? And on June 25th, 2009 was the 25th anniversary of the release of Purple Rain. And there's going to be a Purple Rain play, which I think is a great idea, which I think is a fabulous, fabulous idea. With Prince, just a little side note, there's a little infighting going on right now to where Lundell McMillan, who was also Michael Jackson's attorney, and he was Michael Jackson's attorney during the death announcement. And I know Lundell because I covered a trial in which he was one of Michael's lawyers, which was the Mark Schaffel versus Michael Jackson. And that's where I learned Blanket was from Argentina in that trial. And Lundell McMillan was also with Michael at Jesse Jackson's birthday party. And I've told you guys, I gave Michael a note at that party. And you see my footage. My footage is there on my YouTube page, one of the earlier footage videos on my YouTube channel. And I gave the note to Lundell to give to Michael. And then I think right around the death announcement, I think I emailed him or something. And he said, I'm on it right now. I don't even know if I still have that email. It's been, what? Oh my God. It's 2009. It's been 14 years. Oh my goodness. 14 and a half years. We're in the year of the 15th year, but it won't be the 15th anniversary until June 25th, to 2025. Oh my God. No, 2024. So anyway, so this was the best. I'm going to get to the 11:11, which is good. I'm going to get to the, where did I put that? I think I put it on my X page, And hopefully you guys will see it. But it was the first message from Michael Jackson after the death announcement, right? There were a lot of clues, lots of setup clues. I mean, just on the day of the death announcement, World Weekly News, which is also on the Michael album, and 5 days before, they put Michael Jackson's going to fake his own death, and then on the 25th, Michael Jackson faked his death, and then all the domains registered, MJ Death Hoax, MJ Hoax Death, Michael Jackson Death Hoax, Michael Jackson Hoax Death, MJ is alive, MichaelJacksonFakeDeath.com, I am MichaelJackson.com, ComeBackMichaelJackson.com, and I can't, MJ is alive, I think. So there was a lot that happened on June 25th, but our first message from Michael was this. Hold on, let me get it up and let me not waste any time. Okay, and this has to do with Martin Luther King's birthday. So give me a second.
And Oboe Breeze Productions in association with
MichaelJacksonInsider.com presents. Who remembers me doing those, right? Okay, so here we go. So first message to us after his death announcement.
January 15th is also Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday.
In what will go down in history as the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. Read your history.
Okay, so he says, so Michael used the quote of Martin Luther King, it's the greatest demonstration for freedom in the history of our nation. So he is telling us he faked his death to get his freedom. Okay? It's all so there. It's all so there. But a lot of times, I don't know how long you guys have been around to where you could have missed some early clues. Okay. So also on January 15th was the first time Peter Pan PYT called me on Skype. And let's see how I can make this bigger. Make this bigger. Okay. Come on, make it bigger. Stop playing. Okay. Oh, it's making it bigger, but it's making the other one. Oh man, maybe I need to go to Instagram. Let's try Instagram, see if I can make it bigger there, or I have to find the original file. Okay, here's my Instagram account. And I posted it on Instagram, so hopefully I can, no, I didn't post it on Twitter, Facebook. I made it bigger on Facebook. So let's go to my Facebook. Let's go to my Facebook, because when he called me on January 15th, I did not know that, here it is. Okay, this is it. So I can make it bigger this way. Okay, I didn't know January 15th was a significant day. Okay, when he called me, I had no idea. Okay, so let's go back just a little bit, and I got a lot to do. God, there is so much. Okay, so I had wrote, that's in my Pseudocide book, a letter to Joe and Michael's manager saying, I don't want anything in return except for a hug and Michael to use my name in a song. And then soon after that, I got a call from somebody by the name of Chamilla, and they told me about A Rare Pearl, that it was really a song about a guy trying to have sex with a girl. And I said, no, it's a song, Mama's Pearl is about love. And I'm arguing with them, this person. I thought it was a girl, but it was Michael. And Chamilla is Michael scrambled, Chemila or Chimela, whichever way, both ways is Michael unscrambled. So that was Michael calling me. Michael also called me as Polly, as somebody by the name of Paulie. I never told you that. Michael can do like a New York Italian accent. Okay. So he called me a Paulie, and then he sent me some video of the cutest Michael Jackson little move. And it this was before there were memes that memes were popular, where they would just keep going. They would keep repeating themselves, and it was real cute. And then Joe called me afterwards, and I said, somebody by the name of Paulie called, and Joe was like, knowing that it was Michael. And you guys got to remember, I had already put out Michael Jackson, The Trial and Triumph of the King of Pop. And we found out that the address of my distributor was same address as the Michael Jackson company, right? So he helped me get that distributed. I mean, it goes on and on and on. Well, anyway, so January 15th, here is the proof that Peter Michael Bobby called me that day on January 15th. Okay. And I was just too tired yesterday, guys, to go on. I just worked so much. Okay. So that's him calling me on Skype, Peter Pan PYT. And this is when I saved the screenshot, January 15th, 2012. That's the first time he called me. Then I found out that A Rare Pearl came out January 15th. This is a lot. Okay. A Rare Pearl first came out January 15th, the cartoon, January 15th, 1972. And then I found out that the cartoon is a whole year later, that the cartoon that had the Rare Mama's Pearl in it and the Rare Pearl in it came out January 15th, 2013, a whole year later. But before that, on Michael's birthday, or a day before Michael's birthday, he released the song "Come and Get It," the Rare Pearl. So it was all just a year-long clue, and it all surrounded by January 15th, which was the day A Rare Pearl came out, and that's why he called me that day. And then Jonathan Moffat had posted it to me or something about A Rare Pearl. It's in the if you watch the Alive docu-series, I have time to organize it much better than I can explain it here. Okay, and then also Come and Get It end up being a death hoax clue. So Come and Get It, A Rare Pearls was two clues. It was to me, and Come. Okay. All right, guys. So Come and Get It ended up being a track on the Abbey Road album, and it didn't make it. The only extra track we haven't heard before, except for a friend of mine who has every single outtake ever, is a group cover of Come and Get It, which Paul McCartney gave to Badfinger and was a massive hit. Another version was the. Okay, so Come and Get It ended up being ended up being a part of the Abbey Road, and Abbey Road was a part of the Paul is Dead death hoax. And it's just, oh my God, it is just so incredible how his mind kind of works and matches everything together. And then on January 15, 2013 is when the Glove One, which is Peter Michael Bobby, also opened up a Facebook page. Okay. So it was all surrounded by January 15th, and the song on the Rare Pearls album is really called Guess Who's Making Whoopee with Your Girlfriend. And so Chamilla, who was Michael, calling me, was giving me a heads up of what his plans were going to be with A Rare Pearl. So that's a January 15th, and that's my favorite clue, that not only is Michael alive, but I was talking to Michael on the phone that time. And then now Bobby Anderson's pretty much taken over that whole Peter Medani thing. Okay. And Michael will just use him when he needs to. Okay. Because Bobby Anderson is the front for Michael Jackson. Okay. So anyway, so that's just kind of fun. Just a little fun clue. All right. So now let's get to 11/11. Okay. Now, did you guys know? I know you guys are going to say, I knew, sir, I knew. Okay, let's see. The address to the Staples Center. Who knows the address to the Staples Center? Okay, and what was the Staples Center? The Staples Center is where Michael recorded the majority of This Is It, right? And it was his last rehearsal before he faked his death, right? And the next time we supposedly saw him was at the memorial held at Staples Center, right? Right? So, did you know the address to Staples Center is 1111 South Figueroa? I did not know that. I did not know that. The address to the Staples Center, where Michael was doing all the fake death stuff, coincidentally, but Michael chooses which stadiums to use, where to do it, how to do it, and all that other stuff. I got to look up the address to the O2 Arena. Does that have any? Let me look that up real quick. I don't think that has anything, because the clue was at the O2 Arena London address. Let's see what that is. I don't know. Oh, they're gonna make me fight for the address. Don't you hate that when it's just boom? They don't just give it to you real quick. You gotta look and search for it. It has to have an address. No, it doesn't seem to have an address. Oh, let's see. What's the address to the O2 Arena? I don't know. But anyway, the Staples Center, 1111. So I've compiled, there's been so many clues, 1111. Okay, so this one is one of the early ones before the death announcement. Okay, 1111 was a part of the lyrics that Michael wrote for Best of Joy, I Am Forever, I Am Forever. Okay, that's a death hoax clue that I'm not dead. I am forever. That means I'm not gone. Okay, so that was one. And then many of you guys know this, but I'm just going to repeat it. Okay, there's 11 members to the Jackson family that really did it, that made it happen. They changed the trajectory of their entire lineage, right? It was 11 of them. It was Joe and Catherine and 9 children. Michael is the 7th pregnancy of Catherine Jackson. He's really the 8th child, but Brandon died, right? So that makes sense to why Michael named, I believe, his firstborn, which is Brandon Howard. Everything matches. Watch my line 4. Okay, biological child, which came at the wrong time, but really the perfect time because Michael wrote Billie Jean, and Billie Jean is the autobiographical story of Michael getting a girl pregnant and him denying that it was his child until the baby was born and he looked in his eyes and his eyes were just like mine. Okay. So a lot of people get lost that he was saying Billie Jean's not my child. He's saying that he thought that 40 days and 40 nights, 40 weeks to pregnancy, right? 40 weeks to pregnancy, right? But and then also want to be starting something. Billie Jean's always talking when nobody else is talking. He had Billie Jean on the mind. And Mickey Howard's, the baby mama, Mickey Howard's nickname was Billie Holiday, because that was her favorite artist. Okay, so anyway, so there's 11 of them. And Michael is the 7th pregnancy, ended up being the 7th child. Brandon really and truly is the 7th child, right? But he died one day after birth, and he is Marlon's twin brother. And Marlon still cries about that. Okay. So anyway, so we got that. So what clues did the family leave for 1111? Let's see. I got a lot of them. Here is a tweet from Omar that was, and Omar is the play child of, the first, child that Michael really took on a fatherly role, even though Omar Batty has his own mother and his own father. And I've met them. I've met his mother and I've met Omar, and I have a picture with Omar on my Michael Jackson Insider website. Okay. So you guys don't remember this one. Okay. This was a retweet of Omar's. Michael Jackson is alive and we're a believer family and we believe the best is yet to come soon at Real OB Love. Okay. Somebody retweeted it, right? That was on 11/7/11. I can't leave it on there that long. Okay, 11/7/11. So that's 11s and 7s are Michael's thing. So I just thought I would review. Did you know that the Michael Jackson, the Conrad Murray documentary about my friend Michael, A Fatal Friendship, aired November 11th. It came on it will air November 11th. Okay. It came out November 11th. So that's 11/11, right? And that, to me, that's Dr. Murray's in on the hoax, which I believe totally that he was in on it. Let's see. Dante, you guys know Dante. What's this here? Dante, what is this? 11. I have it called Dante Jackson 11/11/11. Oh, this comes out 11/11/11. It's going to be epic. So some film, We Are All Masters. I don't know, but he joined me and my brothers and sisters as we grow in consciousness together. Side note. Dante and his girlfriend, I don't know if it's his wife, Meredith, they both bought my Stays All Day shade, right? And they gave me a review last week. They came back to the farmer's market again last week. This is my Stays All Day shade. Okay, Meredith bought Sweet Candy, which is a dupe of Pink Sugar, and a fabulous fragrance. Is one of my best selling sweet fragrances. It's fabulous. And Dante bought I'm So Sly, which is a fragrance, an expensive fragrance. It's called Love Don't Be Shy. And they told me last Saturday, oh, I get compliments all the time. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. They get compliments. So you guys make sure you order your Stays All Day Shea Fragrance Body Butter. Okay. So this is Dante posting 11/11 in 2011. There it is. And this is him. Okay, and this is his page, and some movie, but he posted 11/11/11. So I kept up with the 11/11/11s because I knew it has some significance, but dumb me, I didn't know that it was the address to the Staples Center 11/11. Okay, Prince posted, Prince Jackson, he posted here on his, I think it was Instagram, 7-Eleven, and his dog. I know he loves his dog. I know Kenya. Did Kenya pass away? I think she did, or one of the dogs did, which is sad. And then here is an MJ faked death. And all this just adds to Michael Jackson faking his death and leaving all kind of clues, and his family members and associates are helping him with leaving clues. Okay, here's 11. This was what is this? Something Michael Jackson's debt-ridden estate becomes money spinner. 7/11, November 7th, 2011. Murray's verdict, I believe, was on November 7th, 2011. And I think the sentencing was 11/29/9, 2011. So 11/11/11. Okay, so here is something that I saved. Fake death article. Oh, where's the fake death? Forgot I had this. Okay. Theory. Michael Jackson died 2 years earlier and was replaced by an impersonator when he announced his... All right. Okay, guys. Thanks for your patience. And here's another one. Theory. Michael Jackson crossed the border into Mexico and a double with a terminal disease died in his place. And then we have these 7-Eleven. See all these? All right. And, okay, guys. And J. Edgar Hoover, the FBI movie, came out on 11/11/11 as well, right after the Conrad Murray verdict, right? And it's Leo DiCaprio with the FBI, and then Marlon with wearing the FBI hat. The next day, when everybody's looking, Marlon's wearing an FBI hat. Let me show you guys. He wears it in the car in front of Havenhurst when the media and the street was closed off. And let's see, FBI hat, Marlon. And he wore it to their rehearsals of the Jackson Family Dynasty reality TV show, right? FBI hat, Marlon. Okay, Marlon. FBI hat. I know I have it. Hold on. And so it was funny that Marlon would wear the FBI hat, saying the FBI maybe gave Michael permission to fake his death. Maybe they've cleared it with the FBI, because a friend of mine in May was having lunch with Joe Jackson, and I knew she was. They were in Vegas, and she called me and she said, I'm having lunch with Joe. He just stepped away. He said the FBI was calling him. He answered the phone and it was the FBI calling him. Okay. She told me that before the death announcement. So I totally believe her. Okay. So here is Marlon with the FBI hat. Okay. I got to show you real quick so it doesn't hourglass. See, that's Marlon wearing the FBI hat. And then there's video of Marlon in the car where Randy's flirting with the fans. His brother just died the day before. And he's flirting with the fans. Ha, 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 in the car. Marlon's next to him wearing an FBI hat. And they're on their way to rehearsals. Okay. So, let's see. And the FBI, they're the ones that know that Michael's real name is Michael Joe Jackson. Okay. They had made it clear that his name was Michael Joe Jackson. That's the FBI file, Michael Joe Jackson. Okay. So all death documents are in the wrong name on purpose. Okay. And let's see what else I have with the FBI. Let's see. Here it is. Here's something else. And then there's a video somewhere of Marlon in the car. You guys have seen it. You guys are really good. And then here is Marlon rehearsing. Okay. This is right at the death announcement. Okay. Rehearsing. What they doing going to rehearsal the day after their brothers announced dead? See Marlon with the FBI hat? Okay. So anyway, Michael's not dead. It's all set up. Okay, so let's get back to the 11-11-11s because there's more 11-11-11s. Okay, more family members tweeted 11-11. Terrell now, it has replaced pretty much Jermaine in the Jacksons on tour because Jermaine left the group or was kicked out. I don't know what happened. Oh, my Michael t-shirt. See my Michael t-shirt? My grandbaby Ruby gave it to me for Christmas. So I decided to wear my Michael t-shirt. And this signature, I think this is the signature that's on the wheel. I mean, come on. You could template the wheel, the signature that's on a wheel that's worth billions of dollars. I mean, it just gets so ridiculous. Okay. But it's a template. And this is Terrell, who is Tito's son, posting 11-11. Okay. And see, I tried to keep as many of these as I could. So now we know what the 11-11 is all about. It's the Staples Center. Here's Paris tweeting, I'm happy to be alive on 7-11. Okay. On 7-11, July 11th. Here's Paris. I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to be who I am. Michael Jackson. I am MichaelJackson.com. Look at that. I am MichaelJackson.com. I'm just saying. Okay. It's just so much. Okay. And then we have Paris on Instagram where she has posted 11-11. Again, here's Paris posting on her Instagram 11-11. Okay. And let's see. I did not know this, that it said that Michael bought the Sony ATV catalog. Sony ATV purchased 11-11-11. I don't know what that's all about, but I'll have to look that up. But I have it saved here, and that's what I have it saved under. But I'm not sure why, because that doesn't make sense. Michael, on 11-11, the big four became the big two, plus Warner Music. Here's how it went down and what it means. Okay, you guys can look this up. It has something to do with, I don't know, a conglomeration of a catalog, of the Sony catalog or something. I don't even know if Michael's name is in here, but he owned the Sony ATV catalog on 11-11-11. So this is, I just saved this so you guys can kind of review it if you want. It's probably in the archives. See, on 11-11-11, the big four became the big two plus Warner Music. Here's how it went down and what it means. Okay, you guys can read that if you want. It's on hitsdailydouble.com. Okay, I got that from Hits Daily Double. Let's see. I told you guys I got a lot of stuff saved. Okay, let's see. Justin Bieber. Who remembers Justin Bieber with the wink, nod, smile? Okay, wink, wink, nod, nod, which is what me and Peter Pam, P-Y-T, a.k.a. Michael, would always say, I said, send me some wink winks. Send me some wink wink nod nods. Send me some wink wink nod nods. And then he had me watch with him, because we would watch movies he would be on the phone and I'd be on the phone, and we'd say, play. And we watch movies together, right, while we were on the telephone. And Debbie Rowe testified that her and Michael used to do the same thing. So that was mind blowing to let me know that was Michael that I was talking to, right? And so he wanted to watch Bad 25 with me, right? Because he had the big Justin Bieber wink, nod, smile Macy's commercial, and that's where he gave me a hug in Macy's at the makeup counter, which is where he gave me the hug. I mean, come on. Okay, and people tell me I'm crazy for knowing that Peter Michael Bobby is really Michael Jackson using Bobby Anderson as the front, as the decoy. Okay, so anyway, I know some of you guys who haven't heard this stuff is like, what the hell? Oh, it's been a ride. It's been a ride. So here we go. I have it. Wink, nod, Bieber commercial, advertising Examiner. 11/22/12. Okay, so 11/22/12. I guess I was doing a 1 and 1 and going 11/11. I don't know what I was thinking, but anyway, that's when it came out. And it was the Thanksgiving Bieber, November 22nd. So that's not quite 11/11, but that's when the Macy's commercial came out. With the wink, nod, smile. Who remembers the Macy's commercial? Wink, nod. I'll show you what I have saved. I'll just show it to you. Okay. All right. So this is the wink, nod, smile, Justin Bieber there. It's a screenshot. So you can't see the commercial, but I'm going to look it up and see if I can find it so you guys can see. So that's where Miss Jane, a lady dressed like Miss Jane Pittman, came and gave me a hug. Michael made a picture of Miss Jane Pittman, a drawing of her. He showed it when he was on the Dinah Shore show. So whenever you're asking somebody to make a mask or make a disguise, they're going to say, well, what do you want me to make it look like? You know, you got to give them something. So I believe that he gave it to Rick Baker, because Rick Baker did the makeup for Thriller and Miss Jane Pittman, which I didn't know, and Janet's the Clumps. Okay, so I believe that Michael has an exact replica fat suit to look like Bobby Anderson. That's what I believe. Okay, because Rick Baker did the makeup for the Clumps, which is all about, you know, Eddie Murphy in a fat suit, right? And I did not know that Rick Baker did the makeup to the miniseries Miss Jane Pittman until he told me, because I met Rick Baker when I went to see Thriller 3D and at Grauman's Chinese Theater several years ago, maybe 2017, and around Halloweenish, I think it was November. Oh, I wonder if that was 11/11. I can't even think about it. But anyway, it probably was Halloween, around Halloween. And I saw Rick Baker, and I went up to him and I said, "Oh, Rick, hi, Rick, hi, how are you doing?" I said, "Did you ever make Michael a disguise as Miss Jane Pittman?" He's like, "No, but I did the makeup for Miss Jane Pittman." And then he walked off, and then he yelled back, "But no, I didn't do it for Michael, though." What was that extra? You know, that extra probably was signaled to me that he probably remembered he signed an NDA, you know, with Michael, and he wanted to make sure that that it was clear that he didn't make a thing, but that made me more confident that he did make Michael the disguise of Miss Jane Pittman, right? So let's do the Macy's wink, nod, smile. Let's see if that's still available. Let's see if it's still on. Let's Google Justin Bieber Macy's wink, nod, smile. And that's where Miss Jane Pittman, that's where Michael came in disguise and gave me a hug, because I kept telling him on the phone, "I need a hug. I deserve a hug. You should give me a hug. I want a hug. I want a hug. Oh, I need a hug. I deserve a hug. Hug, please, hug. So finally, he found a way to come and give me a hug. And then and I didn't realize it was him. It was just some older black lady in a lot of layers of clothes and kind of dressed with like a hat and glasses and layers of clothes, you know. And oh, here it is, Justin Bieber. Okay, here's the wink, nod, smile. Oh, and then the Bad 25. Hold on. Right after the Bad 25, where people were like, I couldn't believe that Michael died. It was just impossible. You know, he's not dead, you know. And then the commercial break came right after that part. And this is the commercial that played the wink, nod, smile.
Almost midnight.
Yes,
Macy's Black Friday sale. Ooh, ooh.
Hey, Justin, do you think you could avoid the whole wink, nod, smile?
Come on, everyone loves the wink, nod, smile, bro.
Well, do you remember last year?
It was kind of problematic.
Hey, I just have something in my eye.
Oh, dear.
Got it. Oh, hey.
Okay. And hold on, her name on her tag is Carolina for South Carolina, which is Bobby Anderson. Okay. All this is made up. Somebody had to do that. Let me show you. Okay. I have to get that later. Okay. So, let's go here and let's do Carolina, Caroline, Caroline, and gotta look for Caroline. Let's just do Carolin. Okay, Caroline. I got so much Carolina stuff. And where is the wink, nod, smile? But anyway, if you look on that commercial really good, you can close up her name and you could see her name was either Caroline or Carolina. Oh gosh, I have it somewhere. But anyway, you guys can look close. Okay. And Bobby Anderson is supposed to be from Carolina. So he was putting it all together. You know, he was putting it all together for me to figure out, except for it takes a long time to realize that Michael gives a crap about you, or that Michael recognizes you or knows you exist. It's just an impossible thing, right? It's just kind of like, there's no way he sees me. You know what I mean? Because he's so up there, right? And you feel like you're so down here that your two worlds will never collide, which they ended up colliding. On when I ended up being credentialed media at his 2005 trial. Let's do wink, nod, smile. Let's see if I have it under there, wink, nod. And I'm going to look to see if I have that. But it's just so much, and I can go on and on and on and on, because there's so much in the Michael. Where's Caroline? Well, you guys can find it. But anyway, so Justin Bieber was also used at the Hot Chocolate Clue. He was also, you guys remember the Hot Chocolate Clue? He was also a part of the Hot Chocolate Clue, right? The Hot Chocolate Clue was when Peter, my first wink, nod, smile was a hot chocolate, because I told him, send me some wink, wink, nod, nods, right? And then of course I always smile, right? So he did wink, nod, smile. So here's the Hot Chocolate Clue. So Peter had posted hot chocolate, right? Okay, Peter had posted hot chocolate. Okay, that was the picture that he posted. Let me show you guys some more. Let me get off of here before hourglasses. Okay, there's more. Here it is. Here's just in his name. That was just someone who saved it. And this is, let's see, the wink, nod, smile. He posted that with marshmallows. All right, you're back. Okay, so wink, nod, and hot chocolate. I can probably pull up hot chocolate is probably better than that. I just found something. Hold on, wink. I have so much in my archives, guys. I have so much in my archives. Wink, nod. Let me see. Go here. Let's do the back to the wink, nod. And I don't like it this way. I like sort view. I want to view extra large icons. Okay. So the wink nods are so many wink nods. Okay. But anyway, I'm going way off. But anyway, wink, nod, smile, and Peter Pan hot chocolate. Let's just do the hot chocolate. Hot chocolate. And so what happened with the hot chocolate, right? Here it is right here. Here's Peter posting the hot chocolate. Okay, Tracy had saved it. I wonder what happened to her. She used to be really active in the death community, death hoax community. So here's the Peter Pan. And here's the hot chocolate post, right? The hot chocolate with marshmallows on January 12, 2023, which was a few days before the Grauman's Chinese Theater, where Chris Tucker told a story about Jermaine and Neverland and spilling hot chocolate, right? And then Justin Bieber gets up and sings a cappella, Rockin' Robin, tweet, 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 because it went down on Twitter. Okay, so that was just, oh my God. You guys watch the Alive docu-series. I explain it better there. So let's keep going with the 1111s. Okay, there's a few more good 1111s. And another reason why Michael liked 1111s, because there's ones in it. Okay, he likes being number one, and there he is with his number ones, his trophies for being number one for this, that, and the other. And he's got so many number ones, okay? And then this is, oh yeah, the Conrad Murray documentary, MSNBC's 1111, which is when the Murray documentary aired, 1111. See that? Let's go back. And which, you know, it's wink, wink, nod, nod. Michael's not dead. Randy Jackson Jr., which is Randy Jackson's son, Randy Jackson Jr., and with all his brothers, posted 1111, and that's Jeremy, Randy Jr., Jafar, Dante, and Your Majesty. Okay, those are the boys. Those are Jermaine's boys, and they posted 1111. Okay, so that was fun. And let's see if I have any more 1111s. Let's see what this one is. I already did that one. Okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is just too much. Oh, this is proof. Does your lip ever chap right here, and then it just never really, just always a piece of skin, you know? So anyway, but let's do this. So Omar, some more Omar with 1111. I have Omar tweets 11711. Oh, I think it's just proof of that girl. Let's see where it is. I have this saved. This is, you guys got to remember, this is 13 years ago. 12 to 13 years ago. God. No. Yeah, 11. Yeah, somewhere in there. Let's see. I think I was proving that the Omar, the real OB, was really his official account, I think. Okay, that was his official account. But he had deleted that tweet. And deleted it. Okay, so I guess I was just showing that it was his real account. Okay, so I'll just show this real quick. Okay. All right, so got to turn that back so it doesn't hourglass. Okay, I didn't show you guys another gift I got for Christmas. It is Michael at the awards, I think the Grammys in '84. I got another, what do they call them? Funko Pop Rocks. And I got that one, and I have the Smooth Criminal, and of course I got the Thriller one. I heard they're coming out with a Dirty Diana one and another one, so the people who I get it from, I'm gonna see if they have it, but it's not supposedly out just yet. Okay, so, and then I like to thank Nancy Alvaro. No, not Nancy. Michelle Flowers for sending me a Michael Jackson. It's supposed to be a clock, but I could just use it as a wall art. So thank you so much. And then she sent me something with butterflies. So this is Michelle Flowers. Thank you so much for that. And okay, so did you guys know Heal the World was recorded on June 25th? Did you know that? Heal the World was recorded on June 25th. Okay, so that's another wink, wink, nod, nod. Everything just worked together. So Michael had to fake his death that day because so many things in the universe was telling him, yep, Yep, it's all working. It's all coming together. All your numerology to tell you you're doing the right thing is all coming together. Okay. And that's Dusty Rogers. She also told me that. Also, Unbreakable is 6 minutes and 25 seconds long. And Unbreakable is no matter what, you can't break me. You know, I'm still going to be here laughing. Okay. Unbreakable was also supposed to be a video. It was a video idea that Michael had about kind of faking his death, falling, falling and breaking up in a lot of pieces and then coming together, and that Frank Cassio, I think he put that in his book. Let's see. Okay, so all those. Okay, Lisa Marie's book. Lisa Marie's book is being finished by her daughter. And it's supposed to come out October 15th of 2024 of this year. Okay. Wow. Okay. And let's see what else. So I hope it's the truth. But she don't know. Does she know? Did her mother ever tell her me and Michael our marriage was fake? Does she know? It's easy to figure out. You just look at the laws of the Dominican Republic and know that it was in his wrong name. The magistrate was in the wrong jurisdiction, and she had to be divorced for 10 months due to a pregnancy in order for her to remarry, and she was only divorced for a few weeks. So it's an illegitimate marriage, okay? And it has to be registered here in the United States of America in order for it to be legitimate. All marriages are contracts. They need to be registered somewhere. They need somebody to say, yeah, we're legally married, right? There has to be a marriage registration, right? So when Michael got married to Debbie Rowe and Lisa Marie Presley, Debbie was in Australia. So Michael's just full of games. Full of games. Okay? So I don't even think that marriage was ever registered here in the United States either. Okay? Judge Maybelline. Okay, she said something really, really interesting, and I thank Bobby Anderson for pointing this out. Where did I put it? I think I put it on my Facebook page, and I had recorded it, and let me see. I had recorded it. You guys saw the one with Karen Faye getting on Michael's nerves. This video, I've never seen Michael this annoyed with anyone ever. Okay, so I'm gonna play it. Okay, I'm gonna play it. Hopefully it won't hourglass. I've never seen him look this mad ever. Okay, here we go. Oh my God.
To be honest, they just all up in it. Let the man be. They ran my brother crazy. Really. It was too much. They just didn't leave him alone.
Floor's all wet over there, okay? Floor's all wet. Wet, great. What makes it great?
Okay, guys. Okay, so real quick. Okay, I gotta play it real fast because it'll hourglass.
What makes it great?
What will make it great?
No, it's good.
Michael knew a camera was there. He knew a camera was there. And this is a part of, I believe, What More Can I Give? And he's like, I don't want good. Move out. Move out. I've never seen him that annoyed with anyone. Captured that on camera. Of course he got annoyed. He's a human being. Of course he got angry. Of course he got mad. He's a human being. But to do it on camera, he's usually pretty cool on camera because he doesn't want to be misjudged. You know what I mean? So if you want to see that again, you're going to have to put that back. I think it was Instagram. And it was Peter Michael Bobby posted something. So let me go here. And I probably can't find it. Oh my God. I am Peter. Oh, no. Search here. I am Peter. Oh, I just thought of it. I am Peter Madani. Kind of like IamMichaelJackson.com. I'm just saying. Okay, where is his... Oh my goodness. Where is your page, babe? Where is your page? Okay, and while I'm doing this, Peter Madani, where is his page? Peter Madani. Let's see. Oh, here it is. On Instagram, he's Peter underscore Madani 2023. That's who he is. Okay. And I don't want to go off on another tangent. So I'm just he posted something with Judge Maybelline. And Judge Maybelline was a TV judge, but a real judge, a real lawyer. And she heard cases on TV, kind of like a Judge Judy. And she recorded hers here in Culver City, California. So the laws that she was saying that she was implementing were based on laws of the state of California. Okay. So anyway, he posted about a trial, that a bench trial. A bench trial is when there's just a judge, she decides, and it's not a jury. It's mostly in traffic court or in small claims court, or like Donald Trump. He just had a bench trial. Okay. The bench trial was he lost, fraud, which he's already been convicted of, which he might have to pay $400 million. Okay. In fees for defrauding, the state of New York by lying on applications. But anyway, so can I move this faster? I can't move this any faster. Did I save it? Let me see if I saved it. If I saved Judge Maybelline, because then I can move it faster if I saved it. Let's go under here. But anyway, it's a case where let's do Maybelline. Let's look for MABL. And it's in my Real Player. And it's a case where it's an inheritance. And it was an inheritance about, somebody, a white person owned them, and then generations before they would rape black women, and black women would have these men, these biracial men, these biracial babies by these white men that were able to rape them and not have any punishment. And it happened during slavery. You could kill a black person during slavery and nothing happened to you. You can maim them, cut them arms off. You could rape their children. You could do whatever you want to a slave, because we weren't humans. And that's real, and that's true. So that's why we're a little sensitive sometimes. You know what I mean? When we start seeing like the George Floyd thing, that's why we kind of reacted that way. Because before, there was no punishment for killing black people. And a lot of people have gotten away with that. But anyway, so it was about an inheritance, right? And it was about an inheritance, right? And in this inheritance, it says who gets the money, who gets the property. And the white family is like, look, we're the heirs. We get the money. We get the property because we are the next in line, and we're the descendants, and we. And then the black man's like, well, my great-great-grandfather, my great-grandmama was raped by the Mr. Edwards. It was an Edwards family. And we the next in line. Okay. We the next in line. And so they had to do a DNA test, and the black family was Edwards. They had the same DNA. They had the DNA. So Judge Maybelline says there is no expirations. There's no statute of limitations when it comes to inheritance. There's a statute of limitations to put in a claim to an estate, but not to biological inheritance. Bam. That's why Brandon is not mentioned. His name is not mentioned in the will and the trust. That's why. And that's why Michael didn't want to go through that's why he sabotaged Brandon's DNA and that whole thing. Okay. And Mickey had to come out and say she signed an NDA and had to deny it because she did sign an NDA. Okay. But Brandon, and that's why Michael didn't initial in the will that Prince, Paris, and BG were his only children. He did not initial that paragraph. There's another paragraph that says in the will that says, I have purposely omitted to provide for my will, my heirs, except for what's in the trust. Then you go in and don't give Debbie Rowe nothing. That's initialed. And then you go to the living trust. It's a living trust. This was what Michael's trust was before he faked his death, because it was first written in 95, I believe, and then it was redacted after BG was born in 2002. Okay, but he said, "Don't give Debbie Rowe nothing." That was added, but he never added the names of Prince, Paris, or Blanket. Never added their names. Brandon's name isn't in there because it says at issue. So when it comes time for the estate to close, probate ain't never closed. Okay, it's still a living trust. It says it's dismissed. Remember I showed you guys June 15, 2018, I think. It said it was dismissed. And but they're still doing a lot of stuff. And the reason why they're still doing a lot of stuff is because it's a living trust, and trust are the jurisdiction of probate court. Okay, and decedent means the person who is going to die or who has died. They're the owners of the trust, and it says Michael is the trustee and trustor of his trust. Okay, and so the reason why Michael never wants the probate to close is because he doesn't want to lose control over his assets and his money. Okay, so I thought I had saved Judge Maybelline. I thought I had saved that. Oh, man. I think I didn't. And I don't know how. But I'll play it for you guys next time. I've saved it, but I didn't transfer it out of my phone. But anyway, I'll do that next time. I'll do that next time. Show you, but that's why. There's all kind of legalese with Michael, guys, that you can't just assume you know something. You have to look it up, or you have to get the advice of a legal representative, or do the research yourself, right? So I always try to report to you guys based on the law. Based on the law. So if I ever had to defend me saying Michael Jackson faked his death, I got the goods to defend why I believe that Michael faked his death. Okay. And that's a reason why you won't get anyone suing me for that, even though you can sue for whatever, but it'd be a waste of time, because I have collected so much information to prove why it's a legitimate claim for me to make that Michael Jackson faked his death. And that at one point he was Peter Pan, PYT, Peter Madani, and he uses the front of Bobby Anderson. Okay, so I can justify all this. I have over 750 by now death hoax videos. I have 4 documentaries, 4 and a third of a documentary, because we're still working on a live 5. I have an e-movie book. I have a short film. So and I have an archive that's just fabulous with all kinds of goodies in here that I've saved throughout the years, which you guys were able to go with me through memory lane of all the 11, 7, 11, and 11, 11, 11. And so now we know that 1111 was the address to the Staples Center where Michael Jackson did his last performance and where the memorial was held. Whew. All right, guys, I got to go to a farmer's market. Please be sure to pick up your Stays All Day Shea fragrance body butter. It's excellent. It is so good. It is. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. You got dry skin, you got cracked skin, you got eczema or psoriasis. You don't want to spend $100 on a fragrance. You know, $100, $200, $300, $400, $500, like the Creed fragrances go all the way up to $1,850, $1,200. So get the Creed Adventus, which is the Creed Adventure. And you get the British Weed, which is the Irish Creed. And Love Don't Be Shy. Somebody told me it was like $200-$300 too. And Pink Sugar, I think, is like, I don't know, $80, $100. Let me look up Pink Sugar real quick. Oh, let me see if this is still going. Maybe I got lucky.
I am the next.
Okay, but his contention is that I'm a next of kin too. Because my parents, my great-grandparents, and my great-great-grandparents are passed. Listen. And I'm also a next of kin.
There seems to me a very specific line of inheritance.
It said the Edwards.
See, there we go.
All it said was
That's Jasmine Lee.
Okay. So line by line, I'm next in line. We've had
listen to this.
We've had this property for a very long time.
Do you contend that Harriet Edward that Harriet Edwards and Charles Edward never had a child?
I'm saying that I'm next in line.
Oh, come on. What's your name, sir?
My name is Landon Edward. I am.
And who are you?
I'm Miss Edwards'
I think we're here.
adopted son.
You're the adopted son, too? Yeah, by the way, how do you fit in here? You're the adopted child, too?
No, Your Honor. I am the last descendant. My great uncle and I are the last descendants of the Harriet side of the.
But you don't look like an African American either. So who did your parent intermingle with?
My mother Patrice. She's Filipino.
Your mother Patrice was Filipino.
She's Filipino.
Okay, now you get me straight now, because I'm looking.
Sorry, Your Honor.
I see a lot of mixing going on here. All right, now, so let's get you.
I can't script it faster, but listen, guys.
Because Sonny is still here.
That is correct.
And he's the child of Charles. So he beat you out. So you need to sit down. Let me talk to Sonny.
Yes, Your Honor.
Step forward, Mr. Sonny Edward.
I'm sorry. I wish I could make it go further, but I
to it, you
can't.
first. Unless you want to give up your claim to him. Now, what you had to say? Are you listening to him telling you that you have a right?
Your Honor, when I think of, I was a sharecropper.
Right.
For a number of years, for over 32 years.
Yeah, speak up a little bit.
And I knew that someone would step up. I've always had the code of silence due to Jim Crow and his.
So you were a sharecropper on Mr. Edwards' land?
Yes, I was.
Your whole family?
My whole family, pretty much.
Except your great-great-grandmother lived in his house?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. Did anybody do any type of I understand we have a DNA test, right?
Yes, we do.
And a registry of the slaves on the Edward plantation. So let me see. Can you say Harriet was one of his slaves? Well, that's confirmed. Age 20-year-old, a young Creole girl, and her mulatto son, Jimmy. That's what is
Mulatto means biracial, black and white.
And Jimmy is the child of Harriet. And what do these dollars stand for? The 4,500 and all that? Do you know on this registry?
Your Honor,
Mr. History Major, what does that stand for?
Your Honor, that is a receipt for the slaves bought by Mr. Charles Edward.
Oh, that's what he paid for them?
Yes, Your Honor.
$4,500 for Harriet and Jimmy?
Yes, cold hard cash, Your Honor.
Coming up.
Okay. How do you prove that Jimmy Edward
I wish I could
is a
fast
child
forward
of Harriet
this,
Edward?
but I can't. Okay.
Well, I have a photo right here, Your Honor.
I know you did tell me that.
Back with the
Okay,
case
here
of
we go.
Hayden Edward and
We're
Sonny
almost there, but I want you to hear this, guys.
Landon Edward to
But
force
it's still
partition of a
interesting,
sale.
right? It's still interesting.
How do you prove that Jimmy Edward is a child of Harriet Edward?
Well, I have a photo right here, Your Honor.
I know you did tell me that.
Sure.
You did tell me that. You got a photo.
That is my great-great-grandmother, Harriet, and that is her child.
This photo?
That photo.
That's not proof. That's a woman holding a child.
Well, also have the family
That's
tree,
not
Your Honor.
proof. That is not proof that Charles Edward is her father. Is the father? Now I understand that there is a DNA test. And I don't know how that happened because Charles been dead. I don't know what this is saying, but the court's going to open it. Somebody presented it as evidence. Let me see what it's supposed to prove. Who are these using some words I've never heard of? Subject 1 is Hayden Edward. Subject 2 is Diane Edward. The root subject is Charles Edward. The probability of relativity is 99.999%. The root subject has been recorded as biologically related to both test subjects. That's Charles Edward is the root subject. Biologically related to both Hayden and Diane.
Yes, and that is correct. My family has owned the land. Other families have lived on the land.
Here we go.
Well, you understand the sharecropping, don't you?
I do understand.
And you understand that historically, that a slave master, if your great-great-grandfather had a relationship with Harriet Edward that produced a child, that all of the descendants of all of her descendants would be Edwards too. Do you not?
They are Edwards. I do agree
But
with
because
that.
they're Edwards, you say, but they're not entitled to the land.
They were
Because the
not.
land specifically said it goes to you.
goes to me because our family owns it and other families have lived on the land.
Statute of limitations.
There's no statute of limitations on inheritance. There is none.
Okay, you heard her. There is no statute of limitations on inheritance. There is none. So when Howard Weitzman said Brandon did not put in a claim of inheritance, and it had expired, that was, according to Judge Mableen, it was an inaccurate statement. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff that's going on. Okay, but she said it on TV, and she made a ruling that the black guy gets, they share the property, and the property was worth $50,000, and they end up both getting $25,000 a piece. Okay, now I don't think Peter Michael Bobby posted this for me to find that out. It's just that now, knowing so much information, I have to watch so much information to find something new to tell you guys, something that'll prove my point, something like the 1111 address of the Staples Center, right? So I'm still looking, y'all, and there's so much that is out there that proves that Michael undoubtedly planned and executed the greatest hoax in world history. Period. He did. He faked his death. And he's still around. So the biopic is supposed to start back production on January 22nd. Okay, so we wish them well. And I know Michael's going to be on set in disguise. Kind of like, I think he's going to be in disguise like when he came and saw me at the farmer's market. I got to look up the date of that. And he was a black guy. And he had kind of a turban type of, it was a black thing. It wasn't a turban like a Middle Eastern or an Indian from India type of turban. It was some other like a handkerchief or something tied in a unique way, and certain clothes, and you know, he was the height that Michael would be. He would be the height that Michael would be. And he just started talking to me about Brandon and started talking to me about Michael Jackson. But when I'm out, I'm going to wear this today. But I don't wear Michael Jackson stuff when I'm out. As a matter of fact, I'm not thinking Michael Jackson when I'm at a farmer's market. I'm thinking about, I need to pay my bills, so I need to sell shea butter. Plus, it's so good for you, right? He gave me his card, and I would have to look through my purse to find it. But me and my son both thought it was Michael. And then he said to me, yeah, people think I sound like him. Like he's trying to give me a wink that was him, right? Because his disguises are the best in the world. Okay. So anyway, guys, just thought I'd share that with you. And I got to go to a farmer's market. So got to get off of here. Love you all. Oh, please order your Stays All Day Shea. Let's do work and play. Because everybody's got skin, right? And you want to take great care of your skin. You want your skin to look the best that it can look. And you also want to slow down the aging process. And you want your skin to be soft and moisturized and lovely. It's a collagen booster. So staysalldayshay.com. All right. And if you want to watch the Alive docu-series, next time I am going to go through the top 7. I'm going to organize. Thank you guys, everybody, for giving me your top 7 clues of what proved to you that Michael faked his death. It's been a good sampling. I need to go through them, and that's where I found Dusty Rogers with the 1111 for the Staples Center. I found that through one of her clues because I do read your comments, okay? So anyway, I love you guys, and next week I will give you the analysis and the list of the most popular death hoax clues that proves that Michael faked his death. And if you don't know, go to Michael Jackson Insider and watch the Alive docu-series, okay? At michaeljacksoninsider.com. Love you. Bye-bye.